So like, happy birthday to you.
Hey, dang.
So
I don't know if you guys know this, but Devin soundtrack coming soon.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna buy it.
So like I'll be having a conversation with the person on their birthday, and I'm just looking up the song. I'm like, and then I play. I'm like, happy, just do a little dance. So that's what I like to do. Yeah.
That's crazy. So for my birthdays when I was a kid, we used to do sleepovers. So I didn't really have like birthday parties like at like McDonald's or nothing. My mom and dad would literally I would invite all my friends over, and we would with a trampoline and stuff, and it was like 8 or 10 kids just destroying this house basically. And there's cake and cookies and food everywhere, and I was like, how did they manage this? And I do remember one specific one. We're on the trampoline, we're playing Tackle the Man, and at this point we're already kind of getting a little older, so that game was probably dangerous at that point.
Like spearing each other at this point.
And we had a net, right? We had a net on the trampoline, and I thought, this is like limitless power, right? Like I would never fall off of this because there's a net. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not right. So I get tackled by my older cousin, Justin. He's a few years older. He was my senior, so he's a couple years older than me. He absolutely destroys me, hits me into the net, and it tears.
Oh my God.
Okay? And I'm hanging on for dear life on the net at this point. I'm like, oh my God, don't fall. And like I let go and I fell, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't feel that. It hurt, but it wasn't like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I'm like staring up into the stars, and I remember vividly just like his body just like boom falling on top of me. Oh, I remember that like just like it was yesterday.
I had something like that, but we were having a slumber party. It was me and my cousin. We were stacking up the couches, like the couch cushions, because it was a couch that you could take them all off. We stacked them up all high, almost up to the ceiling, and we were climbed on top of it. And 2 of us were on there. Well, I fell. Of course, it's gonna flop. It's gonna fall, and I flew, and I caught onto the side of the bed. And then here she comes, and she fell right on top of me. But I caught us because there was a table behind, so like we could have really got hurt. Yeah, that was crazy. That was fun.
I ate dirt. Like I was out.
Go ahead, buddy.
Shout out to my mom. My birthdays are like so cool. Growing up, we would do a bunch of like, she'd make games up, right? So you would have like, I remember one. There was all this ice, right? She'd pack tons of ice on the floor, and we'd all lay down. And with your feet, you had to scoop up as much ice as you could and put it on a plate. And the winner won whatever prize. And she did one that was like tradition, right? This one was like huge. It was musical chairs, okay, but blindfolded. Right, so they'd get a space and she'd plant the chairs somewhere, right, and the music would start, and you had a chance to kind of like feel your way out. But once it ended, you had to sit down. But everyone's blindfolded, so me and my cousins would be like wrestling in the middle because you know that their chairs right there. So yeah, that was like a huge tradition. It was so
super cool, actually.
Yeah, it was like the cool. Like at school, people would be like, "Hey, bro, your birthday's coming up. Y'all having that birthday party again?" So yeah, that was my thing growing up.
That's super crazy.
We used to live in a 2-story house, and anytime anyone slept over, we would get the mattress and we'd go on the top and we just slide down the just slide down the stairs with the mattress. Like, wow! So yeah,
that's so fun.
Yeah,
that made me think of another tradition that we have again, like us here, when we rented the cabins and stuff like that. What is it that we did?
Hide and go seek?
Hide and go seek. Right? Yes.
Hide and go seek.
Hide and go seek at cabins. And even when we were in band, we would do hide and go seek in like the hotel room. It'd be like this 2-room hotel room. And like 4 dudes just playing hide and go seek. So yeah.
I remember that. We broke a table.
We did break a table.
I just want to point out that I was hide and seek champ.
You were hide and seek champ.
I hid in that corner forever.
Yeah. So that I just thought the last time we went to Rio Dosa, right? Obviously I'm growing up. Right, so I'm getting older, right? And so when we went, I thought to myself, man, it's gonna be so weird because like I'm gonna tell people about hide and seek, and they're gonna look at me all weird, like, really, bro, hide and go seek? And we started playing, and everyone was all stoked. It was like, oh yeah, my turn. You know what? I'm gonna be at this time. I know I want to be at this time. Yeah, so it was so cool. It's fun. It's a blast.
David had a blast.
David did have a blast. He was the one that I thought I don't think he's gonna like want to do it, and he was like
So
ready to go.
Yeah.
He was all like, ah, y'all gonna give me suckers.
It's a perfect chance to like just go back and be a kid for a
Yes,
few, even just
it's
an
awesome.
hour. Like, yeah, it's amazing.